For over 100 years, this mansion has sat abandoned, but its contents from the original owner are still tucked away inside. I have been given a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to explore this house and save the antiques and relics.
For those who don't know me, my name's Brad, and I was given a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to explore a home that was abandoned almost 100 years ago. In the last episode, I uncovered some unbelievable antiques and relics, so I'm really excited to see what I can find today. So let's get searching, see what I can find. So I was checking out some of the Derby hats that are hanging up on the wall, and this one here just really caught my attention. It has me really excited because this is a Stenson hat, and I know they're very collectible. And right there, it says Grand Prize 1900 Paris. So I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna have to go home and research it, because this could be very, very collectible. I love old medicine, and this one is still completely full. It is called Dr. D. Jane's Expectorant. And if you look closely, it says alcohol and opium for youth 14 to 21 years old. So this contains opium and alcohol and who knows what else, and it was given to children. I can't wait to learn more. That is wild. Let's check out some of these really cool old cigar boxes and see if anything's inside. This one was made in 1903. That one's empty. Empty. This one's got some weight to it. Oh wow, it is absolutely full of locks and keys. There's so many old skeleton keys in here. Just a whole keyring of skeleton keys. That's just something you don't see every day. This lock was patented in 1876. How cool is that? I just can't get over this sometimes. You just look down at all these boxes and you see something so interesting. Just two pairs of old wire rim glasses just sitting in a box next to an old baking powder container, Atlantic cocoa, which has something inside. We'll open that up in a second. Alright, let's open this together and see. There's an old deck of playing cards. It's not what I was expecting. And these are worn. You can just tell they've been played with so much. Isn't it just neat to think who was the last person to use these? This bottle here just caught my attention, and it looks very old. It says gargling oil, Lockport, New York, and look at that top. That is a very old bottle. I would definitely guess late 1800s on this guy. This is an amazing find. This is an antique shoe shining bench, and if you open it up, it still has all the original contents inside, like the brush, the rag, and even the original polish in a really cool tin.
These are debatably the two rarest items that I have found hidden in this house so far. This is a leather football helmet made by the Spalding Company in the late 1800s, as well as a nose guard made in the same time period. The best part about these antiques is I have a photo of the player who would have used them. Both of these antiques are incredibly rare. I estimate the football helmet could sell anywhere between $1,000 and $2,000, and the nose guard has sold on eBay for over $200.
This ordinary box is an amazing piece of American history. Let's go take a closer look.
Believe it or not, the intended purpose of this box was to deliver a shock to the person using it. It's an early form of quack medicine. It was commonly used between the 1870s and 1930s.
The amount of books in this house is absolutely unbelievable. They are just stacked everywhere. Gonna have to spend a lot of time researching them. This one is absolutely amazing. It's The Horrors and Atrocities of the Great War, and it was copyrighted in 1915. I can only imagine what's inside this book. I just found an early copy of a Mark Twain book, but unfortunately it is in really poor shape and a lot of the pages are falling out. As I've been finding quilts in this home, I have been hanging them up on the banister of the stairs. And I just found this one. And it's actually unbelievable what it is. This blanket is very coarse and thick, which makes me believe that it's actually a carriage blanket. It would have been placed on the lap of the individuals at the front of the carriage to keep them warm and break the wind. I would estimate that this blanket was made in the mid to late 1800s, and it's probably worth at least $500. This box of old mason jars is pretty interesting, but one in particular caught my attention. This Atlas mason jar just looks particularly old to me. I mean, take a look at the air bubbles in that. I'm going to have to do some research. I'm not an expert on mason jars, but this one looks like it could be pretty collectible and very old. You guys are not going to believe what I just found inside this container. It says face powder, but I opened it up and that is definitely not what it is. It is very old human hair. It's braided together. There's no pins in there, but I could imagine that a woman used this to make her hair look fuller. That is disgusting and also really cool. I mean, this person's hair is easily over 100 years old. So I've been flipping through these cigar boxes and they've all been empty so far. Until I got to this little wooden one. And when I opened it up, there's a bag of old tobacco inside. If you look up there, it says 1917. I flipped open this cigar box and found a really cool tin of bromide laxatives. I'm going to have to go home and research this, see what I can find. I'm not quite sure what this would date to. I just picked up this old bitters bottle here, and it's pretty cool. So it's Atwood's Jaundice Bitters from Georgetown, Massachusetts. And that's a pretty old bottle. That's really neat. Great color, too. This medicine bottle is titled Salone's Liniment. Fairly old, probably early 1900s bottle. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I know I had a blast making it. If you enjoyed today's episode, definitely leave a like and a comment on the video, and don't forget to subscribe. I post a new video every single Saturday.